this video we will discuss about loops. So let's go to our Eclipse. So basically there are four types of loops: for loop, then we have while loop, and then we have do while loop and for each loop. So four types of loops are there. So let's see one by one what is for loop. So when to use for loop. So for loop is best when you know how many times you want to repeat something. So loops are basically it will execute same thing repeatedly until the condition fails. So for example, this is our method, public static void for loop. So inside this method we have written for loop here. So what this for loop is, so integer. Firstly, in the for loop format is, first we have to do initialization, then we have to write the condition, and then increment decrement operations. So this is the format of for loop writing, and then inside the curly braces we will write what we want to print repeatedly, the task we can say. So now so let's first initialize integer I is equal to 1. So this is our variable initialization. We have created int I is equal to variable and is equal to 1. We have initialized that variable. Then again semicolon we have to give here, then I is less than or equal to 5. So we have to execute this loop for 5 times, because here condition, this is a condition block where we are writing I is less than or equal to 5, which means when value of I will increase from 1 to 5 by using this condition, this increment statement here, the I plus plus, here we are increasing value of I for each iteration by 1. So it will increase the value by 1 every time. So let's see how it works. So the system.out.println number 1 I, what is num plus I. So for the first iteration I value is 1. So here it will print num is equal to number is equal to 1, right? Then as in the second iteration this loop will keep executing 5 times. So then in num 2, for the third iteration it will be number 3, for fourth iteration number 4, for the fifth iteration number 5. Then sixth will not execute because the condition will fail here when I is less than or equal to 5 only. For 6, when I value will 6, here condition will fail and it will not execute the loop. So it will work till I value is 5. So let's execute the code and see the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. So this up to 5 the loop will execute. So for each iteration it will execute the number. So let's print something else. If we want I plus I, instead of printing something else we'll just print I plus I. So what is expected here is, initially it will be 1 plus 1 because I value will be 1. For the second iteration I value is 2, so 2 plus 2 will be 4. In the third iteration I value is 3, then 3 plus 3 6. So let's execute the code and see whether it prints exactly same. Yes, 2 4 6 8 10. So this is printing as per the expectation. So this is called as a for loop, and the format of it is like for first we have to initialize here, then we have to use semicolon, then condition I less than or equal to 5, or we can keep it anything like 50 10, and now it will print for the 10 times, like yeah, this will print for the 10 times, right? So I value will keep executing for this condition, and I plus plus we can also increase it by I is equal to I plus 2 or something like that. So now it will print only for 5 times, right? Right, yes. So this is what a for loop is. Then we'll move to the second loop, that is while loop. So when to use while loop? When the number of iterations is not known in advance, when we don't know like how many times you want to execute. Like in the for loop we know we want to print it for the 10 times, we want to print it for the 5 times, but in the case of while loop we are not aware of till when we want to execute it. So in that cases we will use while loop. So the format of it is like public static void or while loop. This is our method, and inside this method we have taken integer I is equal to 1, that a variable. Then in the while condition we have I less than or equal to 5. We want this to be I value to be printed when it is below 5 or equal to 5. And inside this curly braces we have system.out.print number plus I. And here I plus plus. So the condition is here, the increment statement is here, condition is here, and we are initializing here. So in the for loop we are doing everything in the same curly brace, in the circular braces, right? But here we are doing in the different way. Here firstly we are initializing initialization of variable, then we have condition inside the for loop in the while loop, and then we have increment statement after the system.out.println statement. So let's execute the while loop. So first of all, let's copy it and paste it inside our main method and execute the code. Execute, run it. We'll get num 1 2 3 4 5, because this will execute the number. Here condition is here, but we are doing things from this condition. Let's make it as a I minus minus. So now it will work in the infinitely. It will not never stop this for loop, because the I value will never go beyond 5. It will go less. It will reduce from 1 to, it will be go to 0 minus 1 minus 2, like that. So here the loop will go into the infinite way, so we don't have to use this wrong increment operations. We have to use as per the requirement, like plus plus or is equal to I plus 1 or something like that, I plus 2, I plus 3. If we give I plus 3, then the value of I will become as 1 plus 3 4. Then second iteration will happen 4, then it will not work. Like I is equal to number is equal to 1, number is equal to 4, then it will not work. So let's execute it. Yeah, number 1, number 4. So this is about a while loop. So let's go to the third, that is do while loop. So this executes at least once condition checked ladder, public static void do while loop, integer I is equal to 1, do this loop will execute at least once, if even if the condition fails. So this is about the loops. So let's execute the do while loop and check inside the main method and see what it prints. Number 1 to 5 it is printing. So let's make modify it. So the format is like this: integer I is equal to 1. First we are giving we are initialization of the variable. Then inside the do we have one curly braces, and inside this curly braces we are printing system.out.println and I plus plus. So and the condition at the end, while condition, so I is less than or equal to 5, and then this is the format of it. So it will at least execute once, and the fourth loop is a for each loop. This will applicable only for the arrays and collection. So this is not important in the initial stage. uh, we have to only focus on this loop only, for loop. So this is important. Even do while loop and while loop, those are not important for you, I will say. So just practice this for loop and you will this will be useful for in the many of the cases. Yeah, that is it. Thank you.